Welcome back, my YouTube family. It's been a while. I took some much needed time off. This mass shit that happened, you know, people died in my family, people got sick. I got sick very badly, and then, you know, just my heart just wasn't in it. So just took some time off, and now I'm back. I just want to give you a shop update. Edward went through hell, finally got the car to dyno. He made 400 and it looked like the turbo was bad and it started smoking really badly. So he, you know, got with FP, got a rebuild. It's coming. As you can see, the oil that the seal came out. Bang, we got it on the dyno. First pull made 600 on 93, and power steering pump went bad. Like literally just stopped the engine from moving, croutons inside. We had to change that. While it was out, Vang had an opportunity to switch from AEM to haltech, and we gave him a good deal. He didn't pay anything out of pocket. There was another client that wanted it, so we switched him over, got him the dash as well. You can't see it because it's dark. Now he's running on haltech, so tuning started again. Hopefully by next week we should be seeing something. Tyler with the Zona 95 fully built engine. We built this thing head to toe, front to back, everything. He did the break-in. He's back now. There were some burnt wires from the exhaust that we have to take care of, and then we're gonna tune. Sine, where's Sine? Who's this? This is Sine. Haltech converted, built bottom end. I think it's a FP turbo, I'm not sure. We're tuning him sometime next week as well. My man Danny's back. He's smelling fuel. Something wrong with the fuel tank. He can't, when he fills it too fast, it basically chokes up, so we got to check what that is. Started tuning this. It's scary as fuck. And the couplers keep popping off, so we had to stop, rethink the whole charge system, and yeah, we're gonna tune in, I think, this week. Garrett engine coming soon. What else we got? Oh, the Lancer's complete, drives, runs. We had a slight issue with the carrier bearing in the drive shaft. That's going to be taken care of. We're just waiting on drive shaft shop to get back to us. And my man Evo Joe, everything is good now. I think his car is ready for pickup. I think I made a video on him with an FP Red. He came back for fuel system. What happened was he had a 525 in the tank and it busted the stock line, so we gave him a whole fuel system. This one has our Ecu Master black harness. As you can see, it's P&P, hides really well. Chupacabra. Okay, he converted. We're about to tune him. This is the aluminum rod 6870 with ECU Master black. Everything is good. We're just got to slap him on the dyno. And then Jamaica, everything is good. We're finding a time where he's going to come up here and basically tune. Good man. big build, Zona 105, and he got 8 injectors. So Tony, his car, 2006 Evo 9, has 24,000 miles on it. Not a scratch on this. This thing is beautiful, interior perfect. He has some goodies in here. He has Defy gauges. He also bought the haltech can gauge AFR. He also got the haltech 2500 Elite ECU that we're going to be tuning. And he did something that, you know, I would never think to do, but I'm glad he did it. When he bought the car, he pulled the original engine out of it, and it's in storage right now. So this is a 2.4 liter engine, and he has the original with the 24,000 miles still in his house, Evo 9, and he just put the Maybach on. This was done by IB Tune out in New Jersey. He's been around for a while, but I think he took it to a different shop afterwards, but it was not put together correctly. So one of the biggest issues this had was the timing was way off. You know, these decks on the 4G64 is 6 millimeters taller, which changes the tooth that it falls on. So on Evo 9 it's more difficult because you can't really do anything on the Maybach cam. So you got to get a adjustable exhaust cam gear and then adjust it so everything lines up. So let me show you what we had to do. See, the crank is at TDC right now. I mean, my camera doesn't get that low, but as you can see, this one's lined up. And here, it looks like it's not lined up, but definitely is. So on these cams, cam gears, what you have to really focus on is the middle line on the inner part. So this is the TDC right here. It should line up with the dowel, which is also points to TDC. So this, you follow up, and it's the middle line. That's the actual center of the cam. It really doesn't matter what's on the outside. So we had to change it a few teeth. I mean, I guess we could have done a little smaller than this, but this is TDC right here. And you know, we had to advance it a lot to get it to right. Some people says 2 degrees, some people say this. It really varies on your head work, how much has been cut, you know, quite a few factors. The other issue that this car had was the water pump was incorrect. If you want to use a Evo 8 water pump, which is better, you have to use a plate, and he didn't have none of that. Some of the components and the timing was not OEM. So, you know, we fixed all that, and then, you know, he got these JDC coils, but these ones don't have any label on them, and you could tell they're Chinese. Then finally we got to, you know, doing boost leaks and whatever, and it looked like his turbo was shot too. So he upgraded from an FP black to an FP black ball bearing, and then we also went with Morrison fabrication manifold as well. He's got FIC 2150s, walbro 450 in the fuel tank, I think, with the hop switch, dual walbro pumps. And basically it's a good setup now. You know, we're expecting huge torque out of this. You know, early spool. And yeah, we're doing a flex wheel tune, and then it should be good. That was terrible. I'm suspecting it's ignition stuff, or the coils are bad. The spark plugs are new. We changed them. It's gapped correctly. I'm gonna try to play with the dwell time a little bit, see what they get us. If not, then we're gonna have to change these coils. this was even worse. I did the pull. Normally I wouldn't. I just wanted to measure if the ECU was doing any correction to my dwell time, RPM versus PSI, and it is spot on. And so I know for sure, given my pickup is also bouncing around, that something is wrong with the ignition coils. So we're going to change them up for something that we have laying around in the shop. So that definitely did the trick. It was the coils the whole time. This thing hit like 28 pounds on that run and tapered down to 25 by red line. I'm going to clean up this graph a little bit. Now that we have all the components working, I'm still going to work on the ignition system. I think I dialed the dwell settings a little bit too harshly. I'm going to fix that and do the fuel and then smooth out the timing. So this was a lot better. The turbo spikes at early RPMs. It's a big motor, small turbo considering how big the motor is, and everything just works, and that manifold is really flowing, the Morrison fab. So I'm happy with this. Fuel is on point, a little bit on the rich side. He's making 500 around torque, and it's good. We're gonna switch to E85 now. First run on E85, same boost, same everything. There's no compensate for the E85 other than fuel. It is running 80%. We did mix X98 as usual. It's very difficult to get high quality ethanol in the pump gas these days, especially in the wintertime. But I'm happy. It's a bit rich up top, but we're gonna correct all that. So we hit a boost cut. I'm glad it happened because now I know the system works to exactly what it was programmed to do. But this is to be expected with a large engine, a small turbo that's efficient, the manifold is efficient, the head is efficient, and it's an internally gated turbo. This is the old MHI ball bearing FP black. And the new ones, the stainless steel with an external wastegate, is a better controllable turbo, I would say. So for this, we got to finesse this a little bit. I am going to sacrifice a little bit of torque down low just to get the car really smooth so he doesn't have hiccups when he's on the street and hitting it. This was on 32 psi, and it tapers down to 28 by redline. And it seems like the turbo is struggling to keep the boost up. To be understandable, this is, again, the small internal wastegated. But as you can see, that the boost is pretty much coming on the way I want to. There's no cuts. There's no nothing. I'm going to take out the incomplete run, so we have a better idea of the power progression. And then we're going to continue. I'm going to try to keep the boost up top, but I don't think it's going to work. He's running whatever the FP sent. I think it's like a 25 pound wastegate. I'm already running like 40 duty cycle up top just to keep the boost up. So this is still 33 pounds down low, but it is holding the boost a little better, but still not above 30s up top. I did manage to make a little bit of adjustments and get power out of it. It was still running too rich. I'm running 75% duty cycle by redline, so I'm gonna go balls out this time. Just gonna put 100%, and I know it's not gonna overboost up top. So this is his final boost curve. This is the maximum amount of boost he's gonna get. I could definitely get more down low where you produce a lot of torque for a short period of time. That's gonna break stuff. So I just kept it at 34 pounds, right around 5,000 RPM, 5,500 RPM, and then he's tapering down to like 29 psi even at 100% wastegate duty cycle up top. So this is it. So what I'm going to do now is just add a little bit of timing, and I'm also going to adjust the timing around peak torque just to make it a little bit safe. Tony's not looking for a race car or a crazy amount of power. He's going to daily drive it, and this feels great on the street. And that's basically, he has another 2.0 motor. Whenever he builds it, we're going to go balls out on that. So this is Tony's final run. The car runs great. It's a good setup. I would have changed a few more things, but we talked about it. We're gonna handle it. Tony's a permanent client of ours. He does come from a different state, but I'm glad that he found us and we found him. He's an awesome guy. He's been suffering for a while, but we got everything cleaned out. As you can see from the numbers, this is going to be a handful on the street. It's going to put a lot of hurting on people. It's like a perfect street car track going setup. What's next for this car? He did mention that he is planning on building the 2.0 properly, and he's going to go balls out on that one. By the way, this is the 85 and 93 octane comparison. It's 100 horsepower more on the 85. He has the ignition coil issue. As soon as he fixes that, which we already sent him the part number, he wants to get it himself. It'll be great. But thank you guys for watching. That's it for this episode. And I thank everybody for all the love that's, telling me, hey, we want you back, we missed the videos, things like that. Personal life happens. I am a grown person. I have a family that I'm taking care of. Things happen. But thank you guys so much for the love. I love seeing all that. It motivates me to get back and doing this. I am going to do more tech videos. Until next time, be kind.